jail, I'm going too.
Wait a minute, who's going to take care of the dogs and cats and whatever?
And then the kids also called and said, hey, we support you. We'll be proud of you if you go to jail for this.
We'll take care of the dogs and cats.
And the grandkids are saying, Grandma, are you going to go to jail? Maybe.
So my question, and if you could pass the mic around, is what would you want to tell America? Because they don't know what's going on. They have, the majority have no clue.
I'd like to know who's going to feed America if they don't take care of the farmers.
Tell America something? We can go around the room.
It gives us an honest way of living and an honest way of life to show our children and future generations and things that have been lost as of living down south for 18 years and coming home and trying to keep the family ranch going, and just that whole lifestyle, which the people down south have absolutely no idea. No idea.
I think you're right, Colleen. I think most of the people in the cities, San Francisco, Los Angeles, really don't even have a clue. They go to the grocery store, they buy what they want, what they need. They really don't even have a clue where it comes from. And I just think that trying to get our story out, it's really difficult to get people to listen to us. They think we're all being treated fairly, and, you know, we're going to all save the rivers. We're going to save the salmon. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And they really don't understand what our plight is and what we're trying to save.
I just want America to know that the ranchers and the farmers have taken care of America long before these environmentalists arrived on the scene. And we're more interested in our rivers and our land than anybody else. And there's no way that we aren't the best people to manage that. And we really don't need bureaucracy to tell us when and how. We're very capable of doing that on our own. And it's just a wonderful privilege to live in a farming, ranching community where people care about the land and also their neighbors.
Well, I would just like to tell America, for those who don't know about food comes wrong, to educate their kids that farmers really work hard for them to survive and have a good life. The vegetables don't grow in Safeway or Walmart or Albertson or Rayleigh's. They grow on the field, and the cows being taken care of by people. And immigrants is not they are not all bad at all. A lot of immigrants come to work and work hard and live in an honest way.
Oh, Pat's going to skip it here. I would just like to say we've lost our manufacturing now, and we've imported. It's hard to find something made in the United States anymore when you go to any store. So let's not lose our food production, because we need to keep that in the United States. And once you lose that, pretty soon you've lost everything.
Go ahead. Ladies first. My pleasure. First of all, America just doesn't see what the last generation, the generations before, what they have lost sight of that, and what morality and hard work can accomplish, and what a good feeling it is to be alive and to just be a part of society is just totally missed today. And down below, down south, I'm just thankful that Ag in the Classroom has made an effort to bring the reality to people who don't otherwise see it, and I'm just grateful for that, for the cattle women, for what they're doing, so they can open the eyes to at least the school kids locally, and for the effort they're doing, so people can see what they're really missing in life, in the younger generation.
I just want to say there's so much false information out there that people that live down below don't realize. I mean, it was really great when that whole busload of people came up from the Bay Area and saw, you know, our ranches and actually came to our ranches. So we want to invite them to come up here and see how we raise our beef humanely, you know. I mean, we have grass-fed beef out there every day. So there's just so much false information out there that people, I think, don't know. And really, we are the true environmentalists up here. We take care of, you know, the animals and the environment in a natural way. And so, and people, I think, you know, in big cities don't realize that. So, yeah, and thanks for mentioning Ag in the Classroom, yay. We're trying, well, you know, even educating. I mean, we went to, Michelle and I went to Mount Shasta and weed schools, and a lot of those kids have never even been close to animals, you know, and right here in our backyard. So, yeah, that's a good thing to do. So.
Thank you. I go along with what Donna was saying on educating the younger people. Yeah. I don't think that you're going to have a prayer if you don't get the people in school being taught the economics and the society the way it should be, and not just the way that they are teaching through the environmental groups. Environmentalists, I think most of us are environmentalists, but it has been taken too far. And I think that is the people that you mentioned coming up on the bus. Mm-hmm. We hosted some of those people at our house, and one of the young guys that was from San Mateo, he said he's been in communication with his son, and he said that I asked him, I said, well, how do we get through to the young people? You know, and we met some people at John and Jennifer's house, the same thing. How do you get through to the young people? And they don't really have they're not anti us. They're just uneducated along the roots. And this fellow that we communicate now with that came up and visited us, he said, you know, if I mention anything you do about saving the dams, that he says I lose those friends. And he says it's a shame. He says if I go on Facebook or Twitter or any of these people and start talking about them, all of a sudden I've lost them, and that's a shame. My Debbie, the paper that you wrote, you know, that was not accepted or didn't want to read it. I mean, imagine that from a major school, that have a professor say that they were not interested in it because they didn't agree with your philosophy. I mean, that's terrible. And until we can get through to the young people, Donna's right. We're a bunch of old folks, and as much as you try to keep the work ethic going and the whole thing, these people are so involved with their young life that they don't have time to worry about what's going on in the farming communities.
You're the new endangered species.
Right.
Getting more endangered by the day. Well, I agree with Carol. I don't have a lot to say because I'm not as involved with the farming and all that. And we're of course more dam people, as it were, because we're desperately trying to save that little puppy out there. And at least the people that came up to our place, they couldn't believe that there was anybody that would even consider in their wildest dreams taking out the dams. And when we told them it was, you know, a series of like 3 larger dams and the electricity it produced and everything, they were just astonished that it would even occur to someone to do something that bizarre in their mind. So you see a lot of people don't understand what our particular fight is because we have the lake on our front yard. And but I can see in the farming community too, it's all part and parcel of the same thing, really is.
I think these people have covered the subject very well.
Oh, cop out, cop out.
Blair, how many generations have you been here?
I don't remember.
What do you love about this area?
You're taping me.
Don't tape him, he doesn't want to be taped.
All right.
That's correct.
Okay.
Mom, do you want to say anything?
I just want to say that Jerry and I and our family are transplants up here, as you all know. And I am so proud to be a part of this community. I'm so proud of the people that live here and that have become our friends and that are fighting so hard. And basically, that's just what I want to say. We couldn't have retired in a better place. Thank you all.